Every day I look at you and I think, my God.
Every day I look at me and I think, wow.
They broke the mold with you,
They
huh?
clearly did.
Hey everybody, welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the Kevin you care about. I'm just Olivia Bond, this is the real.
No, drink it up, put a straw in
Yeah,
it.
it's a
Really?
dessert. It's a delicious.
Suck it up. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's Tuesday, May 20th. We're coming to you live from the G4 studios here in Los Angeles.
On the show today, the Wiener Copter. Woo! Right. And around the net, we'll show you the breathtaking video of a chess champ getting checkmated by a flying penis helicopter. It's really hard to watch. Plus, it's TV Tuesday, and we're reviewing the HD bonus features on National Treasure 2 and Untraceable. Find out what to buy, rent, or pass, and Chris Ford joins us.
Also, we're going to get more from Blair at the Cannes Film Festival. She's going to break down some of the movies that are making the biggest buzz, including Julianne Moore's Blindness, Jack Black's Kung Fu Panda, and the new documentary on Iron Mike Tyson. Plus, get ready to witness the eventual reason for forced sterilization when we present a recipe for break moments in de-evolution. Listen to this. A guy gets whaled in the old stones, pepper sprayed, and then shot with paintballs. Yeah, you heard that right.
That's right. Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
Oh, yes. Around the net?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just nodding and all right. A little spastic. Our first stop in Around the Net takes us to the troubled country of Russia, where there is great concern that Vladimir Putin is creeping towards fascism. And one of the most outspoken critics of the Kremlin is actually chess champion Garry Kasparov.
That's right. Now, yesterday during a news conference, a pair of pro-Kremlin protesters let the world know exactly what they think of Garry Kasparov by interrupting his remarks with a radio-controlled penis copter.
Признание равноправия политиков, придерживающихся различных взглядов, стремление к открытому диалогу.
But Olivia, that helicopter looked like an 8-bit hot dog out of Final Fight or something.
It looks like that was a fake video that we edited that together, but clearly we had to make that copter TV-14 in order to broadcast it because you're not allowed to have a flying penis.
A giant floppy wing.
No, I think it can be a stationary penis.
Yes,
it can't
the
be
moment it flops.
The moment it's moving, you're not allowed to have it, so we had to doctor it for you guys at home. Now, during the press conference, the penis was up for 20 seconds before being knocked out by Gary's right-hand man.
Right. Well, if it was a left-hand man, then it would have been a stranger. Wait for that one since lunch. Okay, I know that was impressive. Actually want to give full disclosure here. Yeah. AOTS was covering the news conference with our own Wiener Copter. I know you've seen Wiener Copter 1 before. It's actually back from Russia, so let's get it up and see what's happening around our studio.
Okay.
We're flying over the 110 northbound right now. It looks like there's a bit of a dog pile down there. Oh, someone's going to be late for dinner. Just make sure to make a note of this on your commute eastbound from downtown and try taking some surface streets instead. Back to you in the studio.
Now, for those of you at home, I understand this. It can be very disconcerting if you're not used to looking up and seeing a wiener above your head, okay? I'm used to it. But this being Attack of the Show, we are all good with it here, right? You're good with it?
If I only see one, I'm panicked. I'm like, where are the others?
Exactly.
Clearly something is wrong. This meeting is not going the way it was scheduled.
A little tappy tap right there?
A little bit. Yeah, just a little. It's called the Hey, How Are You? Just a double tap right on the cheek.
A little bit.
And then you baby bird and call it lunch.
Yeah. It makes me feel like home, really. Coming in at number 4 today is an advertisement promoting higher learning in chemistry.
Boring.
And that's exactly why they're doing them, because they're boring.
True. Well, the European Union is concerned about a brain drain. European students who are no longer interested in hard sciences, which would leave them lagging behind new economies like in Asia or India. Or
so because of that, they created this hipster-approved ad to show how fun chemistry can be.
can't get it now, but I can get up. Walk up the stairs. Can't get it now. I can't get it now. Downstairs at the I can't get it now. I can't get it. I can't.
Video was really fun, but poor Xenon didn't look like she was having any fun. Just standing by the wall, eating cake by herself.
Well, there's a good explanation for that, Olivia. You see, xenon is in fact an inert gas.
Oh.
That's a good joke. Actual chemist. An actual chemist right there.
That joke is actual chemist approved.
It was chemistry approved. Oh, I'm sorry. We're getting word again from our AOTS Wiener copter. Can we check in? Can we?
Kevin, Olivia, bad news. Looks like another hot dog monster attack here in the Southland. And let me tell you, flying a wiener this close to a big mouth is always trouble. I better get out of here. Back to you guys in the studio.
Sorry.
I almost wish we didn't have funding for that.
We don't. It's coming out of your check. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Do I get the hot dog buns for later?
You do. It's a consolation prize. Coming in at number 3 today is a video of an adorable little puppy.
Hey, you guys, don't get too excited. Okay, this particular puppy has a very unique bark.
That was awful. That was awful. It's like millions of voices crying out in terror with no silence in sight.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. But clearly it's bad for us, but that puppy's kennel mate couldn't really take it either.
What do you mean?
Take a look at that dog in the background there.
My problem seems so trivial now.
Well, your problems are always trivial.
It's true.
It's true.
True, yeah.
Move on.
Okay.
At number 2 today, we are taking a trip to Home Depot.
Yeah. I like Home Depot.
You guys are cheering because we're visually, virtually doing it because no one really wants to go to Home Depot. I mean, everyone, in my opinion, dreads the trip to this ginormous warehouse store where you can never find what you're looking for or anybody to help you find it.
That's true. They're too busy shooting industrial videos like Home Depot Solid Gold.
Boo.
Hey, man, what you doing? I'm listening to a great new CD.
It's Home Depot Solid Gold, the collection you've been waiting for. Some of the greatest hardware hits of all time. You'll get artists like Carly Simon.
Insulation is keeping me warm.
The Bangles.
Walk like electricians.
Randy Newman.
Those people got no reason to live.
Donna Summer.
Looking for some great song, baby, this evening.
Elvis Presley.
Return to Bender.
So get the coolest, hippest, hottest music collection of the year.
I had no idea Home Depot employees were so musically skilled.
I had no idea Home Depot employees were skilled at all. What up? Lowe's for life, suckers! And their home garden section's better too.
Their home garden section is amazing.
Just throwing it
the
out there.
patio furniture alone, first of all, it's so easy to assemble.
It really is. Finally, topping off the webs today is a video from Italian television. It's a man taking off a woman's clothes with an excavator.
This is an impressive feat of engineering, finesse, and skill that truly demonstrates the power of the mind of man, especially when that mind is concentrating on removing lady garments.
Hello.
L'enorme pinza da 1000 kg si avvicina alla spalla soltanto. Fatto. Delicatezza estrema. Ruotare intorno al corpo della nostra stuntwoman per spogliarla del tutto e ce l'ha fatta. Scoprendo la coscia in questo momento siamo a 1 minuto e 15. Questo 15 anni fa non si poteva fare, eh? Adesso sì.
That clip was actually from a show that translates into We Bet That, where ordinary people are asked to perform difficult tasks. Kind of cool.
Yeah. Almost every country in Europe has this wonderful show while we Americans go without. Can we trade in like one of the CSIs for this?
Oh!
No! What? There's 3 of them.
Russo can hear you. All right, let's check in with the Wiener Copter one more time, shall we? Let's do it.
I'm now taking in some of the natural beauty and the greatest wonder of the AOTS studio. Below me is Mount Pereira. It's a place worshipped by the Native Americans as a place of great healing. And like Yellowstone, it erupts regularly, let me tell you.
Kevin, what are you... I'm sorry. What? Kevin, what are you doing?
Getting a little bit of turbulence out here.
Kevin, you're doing that yourself.
Yep.
You're an idiot. In a good way, just like a special way. That was fun. I like that.
Thank you. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
And don't forget to catch tonight's 10 o'clock show featuring ATN After Hours with exclusive videos. Tonight we've enjoyed our time in Australia so much that we are sticking around for a former reality television and star of the video game Need for Speed.
Hello. Right now it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines. Here they are.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, you've heard all the rumors, but we've got the confirmed scoop on the 3G iPhone. Plus, Netflix has a new set-top box that will stream movies and television shows straight to your set. And The Simpsons may not be around to celebrate their 20th season this fall. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes, but first, back to you guys.
Coming up later on Attack of the Show, blogs don't seem to like the new Indiana Jones movie, while traditional print media has been far more kind. Devin Faraci from Chud.com is here to tell us who's right in the loop.
Then Chris Ford stops by with Untraceable and the Blu-ray release of National Treasure Deuce.
And we'll unleash the virtual audience and let them tackle the issues of text, message, spam, all that and more right after this. Around the Net is presented by the U.S. Department of Transportation. Buckle up, or you will get caught, and you will get a ticket. Click it or ticket.
If you missed the first season of Code Monkeys,
what did we miss? Were there boobies? Tell me if there were boobies. Please say there were boobies.
You missed adventure.
We're being attacked by black people! No, wait! They're ninjas!
You missed romance.
Lesbian mermaid, starboard bow.
You missed pure magic.
I'm trying to see if I can levitate.
And in the big-time ring, they all had to wrestle.
Make it stop!
Then they took a jaunt to Hitler Castle. Then a Vegas trip where they gambled and whored.
I'm available to turn tricks.
Faced a boulder and a lookalike Harrison Ford. There was Steve Wozniak and Gary Gygax. Lots of hookers and bear attacks. Most of the barfing was not pretending. All capped off by a happy ending.
Hey boys, who needs boobs in their face?
Wow.
Wicked!
Code Monkeys Season 2 premieres June 1st, right after the world television premiere of King of Kong, only on G4.
At first station, go to 5hourenergy.com.
They say this summer's gonna be a scorcher, so stay out of the sun with G4 all summer long. We'll be live at Comic-Con and the biggest gaming conventions in the world, like PAX, Leipzig, and E3 2008.
Yeah!
We'll be bringing you the outrageous Season 2 premiere of Code Monkeys, plus more G4 exclusives, including a Dark Knight behind-the-scenes special and the world television premiere of The King of Kong. It's all a part of G4's Stay Out of the Sun Summer, starting June 1st, only on G4.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're live live on Tuesday, meaning that it's probably an election day somewhere, and nothing's going to be settled anyway, so who cares?
I care. Eventually it'll be settled. It'll just take a little bit of time.
Yep.
But in the meantime, here's the only news you need to know.
In tandem here in Hollywood, Apple.
The Feed with Layla Kaylee.
Alright guys, let's get right to it. Apple fans have been rapidly chasing the rumors, and now we have full confirmation. The 3G version of the iPhone will be revealed on June 9th at Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference. It was widely believed that the new phone was coming this summer, especially when Apple stores ran out of iPhones and didn't restock them. Steve Jobs is slated to give the keynote on the 9th, and once he makes the announcement, we can get our grubby hands on that tiny slice of 3G goodness. But knowing Steve Jobs, there's going to be an oh, and one more thing, so be sure to stay tuned to G4 for coverage of the event to find out what he's got up his sleeve, and we'll definitely keep you posted. Meanwhile, 6 of the major cell phone carriers are being sued because of unauthorized text messages. The plaintiffs want to be reimbursed for fees they had to pay for unwanted text message ads and spam. Now, the complaint says that companies like Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, and Virgin Mobile don't give customers the opportunity to opt out of text service, and even worse, they refuse to disable the service even when a customer doesn't want it. That's insane. So far, none of the companies have responded to the lawsuit. How shocking. YouTube has come under fire for not policing possible terrorist videos. Senator Joe Lieberman, the chairman of the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, told Google they should be removing videos from YouTube that could be used by terrorist groups to enlist followers. Now, Google says they understand and respect the senator's views, but they encourage free speech, even if what's being expressed is an unpopular point of view. They removed some of the videos flagged by the committee, but only the ones that violated the YouTube terms of service already in place. Now, The Simpsons may not return for a 20th season, even though Fox has them slated for Sundays this fall. Production on the show has been on hold for months because the voice actors haven't yet signed a deal. So even if they come back in the fall, it looks like there will only be 20 episodes instead of the usual 22. The main characters of the show make about $360,000 an episode, and a new deal could mean $500,000 per show, including bonuses. Not too shabby. Alright guys, now Netflix will be on your TV set all the time. The Netflix player is a set-top box made by Roku that allows subscribers with a broadband connection to order movies and TV shows instantly. Unfortunately, thanks to licensing issues, users will only have access to 10% of the Netflix catalog. Now, reviews say that despite lack of content, the performance is good, the stream is lag-free, but don't expect HD quality. It's $100 for the box and unlimited streaming to Netflix subscribers on certain plans. And finally, this sounds like a bad idea, but ATX are working with the Connected Vehicle Trade Association to figure out a way for people to access the internet safely while they drive. Sounds so safe. They're even proposing a generic domain extension, .car. Right now, high-end luxury cars like the BMW 7 Series are equipped with a Windows operating system, but .car will streamline web browsing the same way it's done for cell phones and simplify websites. For instance, maybe there will be a sexy voice to read you the headlines on a news site as you cruise the highways. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Get all the news you need to know anytime at g4tv.com. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed.
Indiana Jones is official. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it, sir. All right, Munn, what do you have for us?
Only love for Shia. I've also got the power of the people. Time to check in with our virtual audience. It is powered by Stickam and presented by Pizza Hut's new Ultimate Grill Pizzas. So let's get started by talking to James about the class action lawsuit involving incoming text messages that you heard about earlier in the feed. Now, James, how do you feel about paying for the text messages that people send to you?
Well, honestly, I think it's stupid. I feel that we shouldn't have to pay for something we don't have control over. And it's just the phone company trying to nickel and dime you in any way they can so they can continue feeding their coffers.
Well, what's more frustrating is the spam texts that people get now. It's one thing if they're your friends and they're texting you,
Right.
but then, like Kevin, you have the
Well, my
spam.
friends are always texting me about penis enlargement, and I'm like, dude, come on, like, I get enough of it already.
Maybe you need it, and
I
they love
get
you.
the hint. Stop it. It's cost me 25 cents every time.
25 cents?
But he's right. He's right about, you don't have any control over it. The networks claim they don't have control over it. Joe, if you could take part in this lawsuit, would you join up against your service provider, or are you okay with this whole thing?
Oh, yeah, I'd definitely join up with my service provider because they're doing something that I don't feel is right. So, and I definitely have the right to dispute that.
Have you ever been a victim of cell phone spam, Joe?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, most of the time it wasn't people who I didn't know. It'd be my friends who'd they'd send me text message after text message over like AIM or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
you left your company because of that.
Yeah, I actually left Sprint because they said they couldn't block somebody who was spamming it. But just remember, if you text your vote to G4, it's not spam. You love it. Next up.
4898
what are we talking about?
Okay, we're talking about the 20th season of The Simpsons being in jeopardy while the voice actors are in negotiations with Fox. Now, I'm going to ask Ryan. Ryan, after 20 years, do you still watch The Simpsons, or is it just something that's on before Family Guy?
It's a little of both, because I still watch it after the 20th season, but sooner or later they're going to run out of ideas, and Family Guy's a good show. They have good laughs, and it's really random, which I like that.
Yeah. People are now referring to 1999 as sooner or later, by the way. I don't know if you heard that change officially happened. Yeah. So congrats,
amazing.
Simpsons. Finally, let's chat with Zach. Zach, do you think an actor who just does like voiceover work should make as much money as, I don't know, a live action actor?
Totally. I mean, if you have to convey a character only through your voice, it's actually really, really hard. And they work just as hard memorizing their lines and everything else.
Well, you're not really memorizing when it's on a podium right there by the microphone.
I have to memorize everything I read in that booth.
You do?
Yeah, I scroll through my emails, I run upstairs, and I try to spit it all out.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when a show is making a certain amount of income, then they should be giving out to people who are actually providing the creative art.
Just like one of the guys who provided the voice for Grand Theft Auto 4, you know, the Russian guy, you know, he's on the internet making videos about how he's making no money off the biggest selling video game ever.
Well, that's his problem for not making a contract.
Exactly. He shouldn't try to memorize his contracts.
Which is why the guys from The Simpsons are in negotiations right now, trying to make their money.
And Zach, for answering our Pizza Hut Ultimate Grill question of the day, you win a $100 Pizza Hut gift card, huh?
Yeah! Woo! I won a $100
That's a lot of pepperoni! I do too. I actually
love Pizza Hut.
I do Pizza Hut all the time.
Delicious. They have the best bread. Gentlemen, your work here is done.
Congratulations. Still ahead, light a candle for humanity. De-evolution is up next. You'll see a man give his feet a rest when he takes a flight of stairs with his face. Here's a spoiler. Nothing bad happens to the stairs.
And later, we'll continue our week-long coverage of the Cannes Film Festival. Blair's got the info on what it takes to get the film into the French festival. Stay tuned, you guys. We're coming right back.
The feed is presented by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
Click today.
Own a piece of G4. Download this show on iTunes today.
I just called Shia during the commercial and he says he's single and interested.
He's single
Those
and
are the
interested?
two words he used.
Shia said and you said, he knew who I was? And he said single and interested?
Oh no, I forgot to mention you. From the polio vaccine to the invention of the steam engine, man has plenty of things to be proud of.
But the nut kick and faceplant are quickly gaining ground on these achievements. Folks, the tide is shifting, and we are here to report it in...
Break Moments of De-Evolution!
Break moments in de-evolution, not of. The internets are full of all kinds of stunts involving people and stairs.
Yet, in all my years of trolling the web, I've never seen one of those videos end with a guy successfully walking down a flight of stairs. Because that'd be boring. Wouldn't be on the internet. You wouldn't want to waste bandwidth on that. So we're left with guys like this who wear cool hats. Trying to do.
Was he trying to do that?
It said stair jump something. I didn't even see an attempt at a jump. I didn't even see a bend in the knees. I just saw the fall over faceplant.
There was a little bit of a jump. I think he was successful because clearly he was trying to do that.
Well done, my friend. You get Actually, our rating system for this week is, of course, babies trapped in a well, which have been a staple of the de-evolve since the turn of the century. So, Olivia, with that said, how many precious little babies trapped in a well are we given this video?
Well, he accomplished it, but it was a...
He set a goal. He stuck to it.
But it was a really stupid idea, so I'm going to give it 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Sounds like that doggy.
Yeah, the cry should be more echoey. I mean, it's in a well. Just saying. All right, getting us started today is a young man who nearly decapitates himself on an old-time laundry line.
Yeah, that's right. I know
Really?
it sounds weird. You're having trouble figuring that out, but that's exactly what he did. Now, just having a clothesline these days probably pre-qualifies you for de-evolution because dryers have been invented. But almost killing yourself on a clothesline really puts you in a whole new evolutionary basement.
That's almost as bad as the saran wrap in the hallway trick.
Well, that's not really your fault. You know, because somebody else does that.
Yeah,
this
but-
one's clearly your fault.
Wait, you should have seen the line coming.
Yeah, he should have. But Kev, I'm going to ask you now.
Yes.
So we're talking about it. I have my opinion, but I really want to know your opinion. How many babies we laying on this one?
How many babies we laying on this one?
Yeah, that's how I said it.
Okay.
How many babies we laying on this
Let's
one?
lay 3 babies on this one. 3 out of 5. Splash. Finally, we catch up. Actually, getting us started, we're going to catch up with a kid who willingly drinks hot sauce, gets kicked in the junk, pepper sprayed in the face, shot by paintball guns, and then it's topped off with a nice tasing.
Oh.
Yeah. By the way, all of this in rapid-fire succession.
Yeah, it's really like he's competing in the idiot decathlon, and he's going for the gold.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh.
Wow.
Kudos to him. Negative 10 to the camera guy, though, right?
Wow. That's what I have to say. I don't want to judge this guy at all. I'm judging camera guy, because first of all, if you're doing that, you clearly know you're going to do it. Get a tripod.
If you can afford a taser, you can afford a damn tripod.
What? I mean, and it's shaky, and it's blurry. Boo.
Life is not fair.
Yeah, boo on camera
You know what's
guy.
really not fair, though? Like, that guy can walk, but Stephen Hawking can't. You know, if you think about that, you realize life is not fair. And we've reached the end of the line, so how many babies trapped in a well does this genius get?
Well, I refuse to judge him because he was obviously the one putting himself there for our
True.
entertainment,
He
so I
did.
thank you. But that camera guy? Pure
Thank him
idiot.
with some babies. How many babies?
That camera guy is 5 out of 5, idiot. It's the first time we've had to actually to judge the camera guy like that, but I had
the
to.
babies. All right, getting us started. That's it for Break Moments in De-Evolution. Hope you feel smarter. Oh, up next, our resident film nerd Chris Gore is here with this week's new DVD releases. Find out if the HD extras on National Treasure 2 are any good, and if Adam Sandler's Strange Wilderness is a buy, rent, or pass.
But before we break, we want to tell you guys about Code Monkeys. It is G4's hit animated comedy of 8-bit proportions. It returns with season 2. It is the show that the New York Times hailed an arcade game with potty mouth, and we're proud of that.
So is Qbert. Catch all new episodes of the critically acclaimed comedy Code Monkeys Season 2. Starts June 1st only on G4. Check out g4tv.com/codemonkeys if you simply can't wait until then.
I can't, and I'll be checking out myself. And you guys, we've got a clip. So you don't have to go right now. Stay right in your seats. Don't go to the web yet. We will show you guys. You will see the Gameavision staff going through psychological evaluations to keep their insurance. And Mary recounts her ongoing disturbing fantasy.
Mary, you might be smarter than me, but people like me so much better than you.
I wish you were in a coma so I could show you just how much I love you.
You have breasts and a vagina, but somehow you are still uninteresting.
Please, fella, I'll give you anything you want.
My name is Mary. You see me every day. All I want is a little respect.
Well, anything but that.
Is that dream weird? Have you had it more than once? Only 847 times.
Fun excitement. But before we roll on, I have to mention that the people of Baltimore should really keep their heads on a swivel, and I mean it.
We are working on the next phase in the patriotic war on Baltimore. It is a stealth offensive that will raise the stakes.
Yes. Now, France is throwing some little film festival called Cannes.
Cannes?
A bunch of people get together, they sip wine, they eat cheese, and they go topless on the beach, I think, is pretty much what happens, right?
Yeah, that's you pretty much nailed it, in my opinion. But Cannes also has all of that, but it's also one of the most prestigious film festivals in all the world. And today, we sent our little curly-haired Blair Butler out there, and she is reporting on features. There's 3 new films, Blindness, Kung Fu Panda, and Tyson. Here's an AOTS film exclusive.
Bonjour, it's springtime and incredibly rainy in the south of France, and that means I'm at the 61st Cannes Film Festival. Cannes is the biggest and most expensive press event in the world, and producers and movie stars from all over come here to premiere and compete with some of the biggest films in the industry. All right, for a film to be considered in the festival, it must have been produced in the 12 months leading up to Cannes, and it can't have screened anywhere else, including the internet. Now, thousands of films try their luck, but only about 50 make it. The main event of the festival is the official selection, where films compete for the coveted Palme d'Or, which should be French for bragging rights, but it isn't.
Don't touch anything.
Of course, the talk of the festival is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but there are a few other films that stood out. Opening this year's festival is the film Blindness, starring Julianne Moore and Mark Ruffalo.
It's such a huge, huge honor to be here in Cannes. This is a festival that celebrates filmmakers. Nobody goes blind like that.
Well, there's at least 2 of us now.
Based on the 1995 novel of the same name, Blindness is about a society suffering an epidemic of sudden blindness and how all hell breaks loose when it hits. Julianne Moore's character is immune to the plague, and in the land of the blind, she has to keep it a secret.
No, you touched. No. I mean, it's infection.
No. Mark Ruffalo wore special contact lenses to actually blind himself for the filming of this movie to make his performance more believable. Looks like you'll be seeing this one this fall. Coming in from DreamWorks Animation is Kung Fu Panda.
Let's get started.
It's about a panda who's an apprentice noodle maker and a big fan of Kung Fu, but he's a wee bit lazy.
I spared you because not a violent person.
However, evil stalks the land, and Po the panda is destined to defeat it if he can learn from the masters.
I've done awesome!
Starring the voices of Jack Black as the panda and various masters played by Seth Rogen, Dustin Hoffman, and Angelina Jolie.
So this is my second time here with a DreamWorks movie, and they're always fun to come because it's not as heavy, and it's always a good time, and there's something silly that goes on. I'm with Jack Black.
Lazy, crazy, and hungry, just like a panda.
You have done.
Oh,
awesome.
Kung Fu Panda will hit U.S. shores in June. And weirdly enough, Mike Tyson is at Cannes with a look at his life called, appropriately, Tyson.
I always try to aim through the back of my opponent's head. I can't lose. I refuse to lose.
Documenting the rise and fall of boxing's most notorious star, Tyson gives an intimate look at the champion turned felon in search of redemption.
I want to be a better person in life. I don't like the person who I become.
It looks like there's a lot of cinematic variety coming your way, and of course, later this week we'll check out some of the wilder phenomena here at Cannes, including Surviving as a Paparazzi, some of the crazy films that people are pitching, and of course we're going to sit down again with Indiana Jones himself. So check it out. Bonsoir.
In the Tyson documentary, Iron Mike goes in depth about biting ears and getting beat up as a kid, and how it's a miracle he's still alive. He actually tears up on camera.
You do that too, so what are you judging for? Okay, guys, we will hear more from Blair in Cannes all week long, and I don't like how she's using French words. She sounds way too smart.
Sounds authentic.
Bonsoir.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS In the Loop, we go one-on-one with Cory Doctorow from Boing Boing about his new book.
Plus, in WTF, we saw the internet mysterious and look into the Hitler mashup phenomenon.
And on Thursday, Zach heads to the midnight lines of Indiana Jones to see what the fans are expecting.
You'll see Chris Gore there. You guys go to g4tv.com/AOTS for everything you saw today. And more.
Next play is up next, everybody. Have a fantastic night. See you guys on Stickcam.
Bonsoir.
What does that mean?
I don't know. She's so smart.